Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there was more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
All right, I want to welcome you here Tuesday night, season opener. Girls Hoops here, Lady Comets getting ready to kick off this evening against the Watonga Eagles. So before we get this one rolling, of course, going to get the national anthem, all the pregame festivities out of the way, and then we are live here courtside with, of course, Brentley Holman, who gets to call a lot of games with me out of school. So ready to rock and roll. So all right, at this time, I'm going to do the national anthem here, and then we'll hop in a little pregame and get you guys rolling. All right, our national anthem led by high school choir, taught there by Amanda Hughes, does a great job with our kiddos in the high school, 8 to 12. And so here we go. Brinley, what are you thinking this evening? Kind of give us a little breakdown of what to expect, what we might roll out in defensively. What's the game plan on offense? What are we thinking early?
Yeah, first of all, really excited about this season. It's going to be a really good season. I feel like got some more experienced players out there. Obviously, lost 2 really good players in Haley, Alex, and Sierra, but you also have a lot more experience coming up in your juniors that have started almost every game of their career. So really excited to go out there and hopefully have some more experience out there, be able to have more poise and confidence in themselves out there. But I really think that they're going to come out here and they're going to have a good test. Watonga's always a good matchup here for us. First game of the season, always have a difficult time up against them with their defense. Watonga plays really good defensively, so Carmen's going to want to come out here and just stay poised and under control. Like I said, we're having those more experiences out there. Hopefully we'll have that for our girls, but you want to come out there and run your sets that Coach Lindenberg has there for you to set you up for success. Don't have to put ourselves in positions of success to come out and compete and win this ball game.
All right, so here we go. Starting lineups for your Lady Comets. Brandon Ramirez, number 5. Miley Daigle, number 10. Number 21, Alyssa Hale. Number 22, Charlie Van Huss. We got Cheyenne as 2 in our starting lineup, our starting 5. So there you go. Kind of similar, a little bit similar look. Had 2 seniors graduate last year, so kind of a little mix up. Yeah, 3 seniors graduate, 2 from the starting lineup. So just a little bit different here, but a good mix of kind of some young talent here. Don't really have the upperclassmen that we had last year, but a lot of that led now by this junior class. It's really kind of growing up, and they've had a lot of ball time together, both in softball and basketball. So
yeah, you like to see you're going into your 3rd season with the same coach, so you want to go in, you want to start making strides early, and kind of go out and see how well you can do out there. how well you can do out there this first game, where it's always a tough matchup. Like I said, Watonga is a very tough team. They're very scrappy. They're very fast, very long and lanky. So they're going to be a tough matchup for our girls out there tonight.
All right, so here we go. Van Ness on the tip. And we're underway here.
So that tip won by Watonga. Number 10 has it up top. That's Bridges up there. They're going to set up their defense. Looks like Comets are in a 3-2 zone right here. Just kind of a matchup zone. Try to get length out and keep them out in the middle. So that ball gets down to the corner. That one's a 3. That one's up, and that one's off the rim. No good. Rebounded over there by Alyssa, and that one's collected by Martinez as she turns it over. And they go up. That one's short. Rebounded by Cheyenne, and she's going to take it up the court. So she gets down to the left side, gets stopped, so she's going to pull up for a 3 right there. That shot's up. That one's off the rim. No good. Nice open shot right there, trying to bust open that ball game as there's a foul call right there. You kind of want to avoid that. Charlie got into a lot of foul trouble last year early in what seems like kind of some nonsense fouls. You're way far away from the basket, so you just want to get smart and get back right there.
Yeah, I tell you what, you like to see him pulling the 3. A little hesitant last year to pull that at times when they had those kind of open looks too. So, it didn't go in. Nice to see him being aggressive early.
And that's one thing Cheyenne's going to do. She brings a sense of shooting out here for these girls. She's a very good three-point shooter. She's very poised and controlled back there. So Watonga has no trouble with the punch right there, but turns it over right there down low. Good job for Miley to get a hand on it. So Charlie, she gets across to Cheyenne as she can control it. She slows it down, gets it over to Miley Daigle right there.
They're running a zone. Nope, maybe switching off there. Never mind.
It looks like a 1-3-1.
Yeah,
maybe,
1-3-1.
or a 3-2 for. So that'll be a foul called right there. So good take by Cheyenne to get it inside. That's why you like being aggressive on threes early. It makes them close out on you a lot more aggressively, so that way she can take it to the hoop. So nice shot right there by Cheyenne. And something to note is that she is left-handed, so it's going to be interesting to see how fast they can pick up on that. So Daigle down low, she's going to throw it in, as that was the first foul on Kira Black for Watonga. So each team is at 1 foul apiece here in the first minute and a half. That one was jumped up and almost stolen away, but Cheyenne's able to take that back as she goes to the hoop looking for somebody to kick it out to, as she gets it to Charlie. Daigle, she'll fake that 3, she'll drive in, she kicks it down low to Bree. Nice idea right there, just a little bit too quick of a pass, but that was a nice look right there. You like to see the Comets driving early and aggressively. Yeah,
being very aggressive here, kind of attacking, and especially on offense on the other side of the court, being aggressive so far, looking quick. Again, neither team has found the scoreboard yet. Here with 6:23 in the beginning of this one.
So they get it down low. As that one's almost thrown away by Cheyenne right there. So we'll actually the Comets being aggressive on defense right here. That one's almost thrown away. That one go off of, they'll say that's off of Watonga. That was Kaya Black.
So doing a good job there, getting a hand in, creating disruption. It seemed like that's how they've come out the gate here, and Watonga's really struggled offensively so far in the first minute and a half of this.
So we got 2 subs that come in for Watonga. That's 21 and 13. So they're in quickly. Have some quick subs in for Watonga. As Comets in a 3-out 2 in. As that shot goes up for Bree, no good. That looked like it was tipped. So, and like I said at the beginning, Watonga is very long and lanky, so it's going to be hard to get those shots up. And they're going to get their hands in there like we're doing on defense. They're going to get their hands in there too and kind of try to tip the ball away.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Watonga has the size advantage. We saw that last year. They had a couple players, they're low post, 3-4, that kind of dominated in the second half of the game. So that size is definitely going to be something that the Comets are going to have to try to outmaneuver throughout the course of the game.
And I think one way you do that is through ball movement. You get them back on their heels and you make them move their feet. It's going to be hard for them to get their hands in the way if you are smart with your ball movement. As that one is, they get it across, no problem right there. As they gets it over to 10, she'll put up for 3. That one's up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Van Huss right there as Alyssa, she'll take it down the court. Nice pass right there to Cheyenne. She'll put up a shot. That one's up and that one's good.
Good pass there. Nice athletic move to finish. Comets get on the board first.
Cheyenne Martinez with the first bucket for this 2023-24 season as Watonga puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Bree. Gets it over to Charlie in a 2-on-1 situation. Gets it over to Alyssa, but that pass is a little bit too much for Alyssa to handle and turn over out of bounds to Watonga. So we'll have a quick timeout right here by Watonga. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay right here for this one. As you kind of see the Comets, they're coming out and they're being really aggressive on defense. It's something that you love to see, especially I know Coach Lindenberg playing for my senior year. She loves that. She loves the aggressiveness. You want to get out there, you want to be fast, and you want to make Watonga play frenzied and out of control. And that's what they're doing so far. They're doing a really good job of that.
Yeah, just being very disruptive on both ends of the court, just kind of really getting hands in the face, trying to disrupt those passes. And, yeah, I tell you what, this is kind of a different look so far here in this first quarter. Can they keep it up for 4 quarters? The attrition, don't have a really deep bench, but, you have a nice little infusion of talent this year. Everybody's a year older, so we'll see if they can keep this up.
So coming on this time out here with 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in this first quarter, Comets are up 2-0 right here. Kind of staying in just a light little press right here, just a 1-2-2 press as they try to chop him right there. As you can see, Alyssa coming over there. So that one gets over to number 13. As she gets it out, that one's almost thrown away again. Gets it inside to number 33, and she just puts it up, and that one's good.
And that's a good matchup there for Watonga. I think they're going to like that situation if they're in it.
So Alyssa puts up that shot, no good, but nice hustle right there by Brianna Ramirez. That was nice. Kind of knew that she couldn't get to that ball, but she hits it off of that Watonga player right there and saves the possession for the Comets. Give them another chance at a shot right here. So that's a little bounce pass. That one's stolen away by Watonga as she dribbles it up the court and gets it over to 33, and that one is a walk, and the Comets will take it. So
kind of back on that last play there, turnovers, something last season that they definitely wanted to work on, free throws and turnovers, just kind of little things. And
you definitely don't want to have, like we're talking about right there, some uncaused turnovers where you do it yourself. So that shot up there by Cheyenne up there, no good. So Watonga will take it down the court. That's Aubrey Bridges up there that takes it up, but Cheyenne fouls her right there. So that'll be her first and the team second for the Comets.
Yeah, so just a second team foul here, 4:25 in the first.
So that one's another foul right there. One thing to note also is the rule changes for all of basketball is, so now it's 5 fouls in a quarter and 2 free throws, so the one-on-one is done with. So that's an interesting change right there to see for all of high school sports.
It is a lot of discussion and controversy around that, but it'll be something everybody just kind of have to get used to throughout the course of the season.
So that one they get a good pass down low to number 15, and she puts up a shot. That one's no good and unable to be corralled by Van Huss, and gets back to a Watonga player. That one's up no good. So that one's collected by Reese Coleman, and then gets it back out to Bridges, who she'll put out and set it back up and kind of get back set up on our defense. And you see here that Watonga's trying to go with kind of an overload set down low to try to get Comets kind of off guard right here.
Yeah.
So she gets it out. Number 21 pulls up a shot. That one's up, and that one's good. So that's Bria Holge up there. That one's good for their first three-pointer.
Winning the battle on the boards, offensive rebounds. That made for an extended possession.
Yeah.
You can only guard for so long when you continue to get rebound after rebound on the drive there.
As that one's another turnover, but saved by Miley Daigle right there. As Charlie, she tries to go up, but that should be fouled on that. So Comets will get it down low out of bounds.
Miley looks a step quicker than last season. She's kind of flying around here. Looks very comfortable on the court.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Just having that extra season under your belt with the new coach and everything kind of gets you that confidence and understanding of what she wants. As Miley puts up a 3, that one's up off the rim, no good. And that one's saved by Charlie Van Huss. So both teams corralling some offensive rebounds here to give both sides extra possessions. Gets down low to Martinez. She'll dribble it down low. She goes up. That one's up, and that one's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 33, Shelby Miller. As Bridges, she'll take it up the court, kind of putting a one-on-one against Martinez. Gets it down low, good pass right there. But they missed that bump right there, and Charlie's able to corral that rebound.
Yeah, and really, we haven't seen Watonga take advantage of having some of these open looks down low. They're getting the ball into the basket, but it's not finishing.
Yeah, you can't ask much. I mean, Watonga coach can't ask for much more except for them putting the ball in the hole right here, as they're kind of beating our zone right now. So Comets are going to have to do a better job of getting some contested shots out of them, and then because you don't want these open shots to start falling for them. So out to Charlie, and she saves it over there to Bree. So Bree should put up a shot up there, and that one's good. So nice job by Charlie. Nice hustle to recover that ball right there. As Watonga brings it up, coming up on 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter, and gets it out to the corner. She puts up a shot. That one's no good, but good block out by Bree, just not able to grab it, and they get it down low to number 20, which is Jaden Turney, as they put up a shot, no good. Kind of fought for, and that'll go off of Charlie down low out of bounds.
Tell you what, shooting percentage here in the first quarter, just struggling with Watonga. They've had some looks and just can't get the ball to fall.
Yeah, both teams have kind of struggled with both the shot and blocking out on the defensive end, kind of stopping them from getting offensive rebounds. So Comets go with a man-to-man on this out of bounds, and that's just a bad throw, but corralled by number 15, Kaya Black, and she'll bring it up, kind of set the offense as Martinez goes out there to guard her. gets it over to 21, and she gets it into 13. Comets are in a man-to-man defense right here, getting on out of that zone, out of that out-of-bounds play. As they put up a 3 right there. That one's up, that one's off the rim, no good, but hit out of bounds by number 21, Bria Holds. So both teams being very aggressive here on defense in their full court press. Gets it over to Martinez. She needs to get it across. That's a deep skip pass to Miley. Good pass right there. Good vision right there. And Miley puts a shot in.
Nice arc on that shot. Good looking shot there. Comets retake the lead. 1 point lead here, 6-5 with 1:52 left in the first.
So she gets it over to 21. Number 13 with it at the top. Gets it over. She drives. Kind of gets around it. That'll be a travel right there. So
easy call.
So good move right there by the Watonga player, just not able to kind of get a jump stop and control her feet, and Collins will get the ball right here with 1:40 left in this first quarter. Dangerous, not good pass right there.
Good disruption right there, just continue to.
So good hustle by both players, by Cheyenne Martinez and by Aubrey Bridges right there, to both get on the floor. And Aubrey Bridges, she's one that you mentioned, kind of one of the really good players from last year that played really well against the Comets last year in that first matchup, but Comets are going to have to be better about making better decisions with their passes and where they're going with the ball. As that one, she gets it down low, just out of control right there, and that one's stolen away by number 5. So that'll be another jump ball.
Yep.
And it'll go to the Eagles. So once again, Comets are going to have to get these turnovers under control. I'm just going to have to say, I mentioned at the beginning, you're going to have to say poised and under control against Watonga, because they want you to be out of control right now. Both sides on offense are being out of control. So kind of as we come up on this last minute of the first quarter, both teams need to settle down a little bit, I think. So they get to the corner. She drives baseline, and good job by Bree right there. That's a great rotation right there by Bree. Just kind of saying there, don't foul, just put your hands up. You know, Bree's a very tall player. She's one of our post girls, so it was a great job by her to just kind of get in there and disrupt that girl and get a turnover. Great job by the Comets for breaking that press, but once again,
they've had a couple possessions where they get the ball to the middle like they need to and just don't get the pass to follow that they're looking for.
And if you look at Coach Lindenberg's reaction right there, kind of just that's a frustrating turnover. You break the press extremely well, and then you make that turnover right there, which was a fantastic idea and a good pass because it was open. Just not able to complete it as they get it inside, kind of work it in and out. That's a good move right there by 13 as she misses it.
That's a good move there. Just they cannot finish right now. And you know, at some point in time, they're going to probably break out of this slump. The Comets really need to capitalize here because And I'm surprised with them having the size advantage that they're not trying to slow their game down just a little bit. You know, Comets being a little bit leaner, a little bit quicker. I'm not surprised them running at the tempo they are, but it surprises me that Watonga hasn't tried to slow the game down a little bit and use some physicality. It's a good job there.
I agree too. Yep.
Leans into it for the foul. And I believe this is our first trip to the stripe.
First, I think it's the first free throw trip for both teams.
Yep.
That one's up no good.
And we talked about that last year. You know, one of these things, you get to the stripe, you got to earn it. One way you do that is making free throws, and just an area they worked very hard on last year but didn't really reap the rewards from that, and we'll see if they can this year.
Yeah, that's one thing. Free throws are kind of frustrating to miss because, I mean, they work on it all the time. You know that Coach Lindenberg, that's an emphasis this year on making your free throws, so hopefully that's something that they improve on this year, like you said. As they get it inside to 20, that's a great help right there by Miley to get over there and get that ball, but that'll be a foul call right there. So number 20, she'll go to the line and shoot 2, I believe, because they're in the bonus right here in the last 25 seconds of this first quarter. Or nope, never mind. Yep. Both teams are at 4 now.
4 apiece.
So they get it over to the corner, and she gets it in. So it looks like they'll probably set up. I wouldn't be shocked if they play this for last possession here in this quarter. So they get it inside to 20. Gets over for a 3. That one's up, no good. But as she comes in, gets a rebound, and that one's up. That one comes off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Van Huss. Kind of no team split over. So Charlie, she'll go down and shoot 2 right here. She fought really hard for that rebound and able to kind of get down there and get a foul called on them. So Charlie go to the line here, shoot 2 more free throws with 2 seconds left in this first quarter.
And again, just without getting redundant there. Just another look under the basket, just kind of put it up. It's just ball's not falling right now for this quarter. See if they can extend that lead just a little bit there. Misses one.
Yeah. So, number 33, Shelby Miller checks in here, and for the Comets for the first time this season, Sherry, and she checks in for Alyssa Hale.
Good. Good. A lot of speed. Really good athlete. Year older. Kind of got some more. Will have a little bit more experience under her belt, and you'll see her definitely get more playing time this year.
So into the first quarter right here, your Comets are leading the Lady Watonga Eagles 8-5, and so we'll take a break here and be back here in a minute.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
All right, welcome back here to the start of the second quarter right here. As your Comets have come out playing really aggressive on defense, but there are a lot of things that you want to clean up from that first quarter. Both teams kind of struggled with putting the shots in the basket right here, as both teams have gotten really good looks here in the first 8 minutes of the game. But the Comets, what they're doing extremely well is they're being very aggressive on defense. You love to see that as a player, as a fan, as just a spectator of the sport. As you like to see them being aggressive on defense. So we want to see them continue that. We also want to see them kind of improve on the offensive end here to start this second quarter. As there you go, she puts up a three. That one's up, no good, and that one's corralled and rebounded by Aubrey Bridges right there. As she looks to drive, she kicks it over, corralled by Bria Holds right there. As they get it out, that one's stolen. That one's a backcourt right there. So good job by the Comets again to kind of force another turnover for their first possession of the quarter.
Yeah, just not really playing peak ball right now. You know, I like that three out the gate, too, by Daigle. You know, just kind of get aggressive, try to ride a little momentum, you know, come out the gate, put some points on the board. Like you said, shooting percentage just not there yet for either team.
Miley, she gets over to Bree. She drives left. That one's great defensive play right there by number 10, Aubrey Bridges. She's a very aggressive player. She's the one that's fun to watch, even though you're kind of a fan of the other team. She's just a fun player to get to watch, even though she's kind of tearing up your team a little bit.
I think she was our leading scorer last year when we played them. Had about 20 some odd points in that game, 26, something to that. Just a good player, good disruptive player. Good job getting in the middle there, kind of breaking that one off.
So for your Comets here that checks in, Joe Potter, she checks in for the Comets. She's just a freshman. So they get it over to Bria Holds. That one's sold away by Charlie. Gets it over to Charity Inns. And this is a 2-on-1 situation. And Charity, she goes up, heck of a pass right there to Cheyenne Martinez. But she misses it. But she's fouled, so she'll go to the Charity stripe right here. Try to get 2 points out of that. But once again, you see that speed right there by Charity.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She's extremely fast. She's such a fun player to get to watch. Because you see her play hard every single time she's out there, no matter what the score is. Kind of last year being a freshman, she just kind of came in games where you're up by a whole lot or down by a whole lot. Cheyenne puts that ball in for her first free throw.
Make that fast break at 2-on-1 more difficult to guard when you have to account for the speed, because she can just take it and drive and attack as well when you're looking for the feed. But tell you what,
Charlie Ann, she's playing a very good game right here. She puts that one up no good, but she's played very well to start out this season. As that shot's up, but that one's good. So Watonga, they'll go to the line and kind of try to get an old-fashioned three-point play here.
Yeah, the N1 here, that's big for Watonga. They kind of needed that one. It's been a scoring drought for them. In the last few minutes. As they got to be thinking finally, attack the basket. And
get rewarded for it. So her free throw is good to cut this back down to a 1-point ball game. And they'll stay in their full court press right there, as that was Kaya Black who got that 3-point play right there. You get to the middle over to Cheyenne as they'll take it down the court, and she'll choke to drive. That one's up, and that one's good.
How do you guard that shot right there?
They did, and she made it. Just kind of difficult right there. I think Cheyenne was kind of looking for a foul right there. Just kind of got in trouble, but able to put that shot in.
There we go.
As I call a walk right there. So good defense once again. I think that was Charlie. Was that Charlie on the defensive end right there?
Yeah. She's having a good game.
Yeah,
defensively.
Playing very well on the defensive side. And so they get it over to Cheyenne. Over to Jill Potter. It gets over to Miley. But almost, yeah, that was a good read right there by that Watonga player to kind of go over there, almost stealing. I think it just caught Miley by surprise that ball even got through her hands right there.
I think that's one area they've struggled a little bit beating this press is once they get the ball about half court, from the middle, that next pass.
Yeah, and that's kind of the frustrating thing. You kind of look at Betty. She after one of the tournaments earlier, you can tell she was frustrated just because you were so close to beating that full court press, then you turn the ball over. So it's just a frustrating thing. But I think the Comets will figure it out. Just kind of keep the passes on a short rope and not on that long rope across the court.
And you got to block out there. That can't be a second chance bucket right there if you're the Lady Comets.
So that three's up by Bridges, no good. As Cheyenne, she tries to take it down the court, and she just goes right into a trap right there. Kind of gets lucky right there. I thought that might have been a better charge, but they called that on number 21, Bria Holds for Watonga.
Tell you what, having to get used to that new rule coming into play too, looking up at that team foul.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little fake there, a little stutter step on the three. She's being aggressive. I like that.
You do like the aggressiveness because you know that she's confident in her shot and getting that shot up and making it. So it's just one thing of, like I said, kind of getting those shots to fall. So I think whichever team starts getting those shots to fall might take a little runaway with this game here in this first half. So Cheyenne, so perfectly. That one's up, that one's off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Watonga right there. So Bridges, she takes this ball up and gets it inside to number 33, Shelby Miller, as number 21, took one for three. That one's up and that one's good. So once again, right on cue, I said, if one team's going to get their shots to fall, and Watonga comes out making that three as that was a great defensive play right there by Bria Holt to make that three and then come back and poke that ball away.
And again, we're talking about it. Thanks to action at the middle, about half court. That's where, seemingly ball movement's been tough for the Comets. Right
on cue right there. Comets needed that one. Great take by Charlie. Just a very experienced move right there to go in between the two players and put up that shot and put it in.
Back at the stripe again.
So an interesting thing here is that's Jaden Turney. That's her third foul here in the first half. So Brianna Ramirez, she checks in here for Jill Potter. And Charlie makes that free throw right here to extend this lead out back to 3 here in this first half. So Aubrey Bridges, she gets it to the corner, and they're looking to skip, get it up high to number 13. As Sheila goes to take it, just puts her shoulder down and tries to put a hole in, but can't.
Oh, man. Get a little wrapped up there.
Yeah, that one right there was just kind of an instant contact as Shelby Miller just tries to go up and get that rebound and gets her arm stuck. And good job right there by Charlie to try to rip that ball away and get a foul called on her.
Nice little spin move there on that last possession too. Just can't finish.
Yeah, that's one thing you said it a lot is Watonga has gotten really good looks, just unable to finish right there as that one is stolen away by the Eagles as they're doing a great job on their press and forcing turnovers from the Comets. So gets it up top as she puts up a three. That one's up, that one's off the rim, no good. Cropped by Miley Daigle as she gets it up and over to Charlie.
Oh, good turnover there. For Watonga. Good steal.
Yep. So that one they call a double dribble right there on Aubrey Bridges as Comets kind of come away without any injury right there on that turnover.
And again, you're still not really seeing Watonga slow it down, still running relatively up tempo. And
good pass right there by Charlie to get over to Bridges. That one's up and that one's good.
Nice little step back too.
Yeah, that's a great way to win that 2-on-1 situation right there for Charlie and come out of that with points. As the Comets have struggled in that situation right there where you come out with a lot of people. As just a great pass right there by Aubrey Bridges to find her, go down low, and them get points out of that right there.
And a good little backside feed there. Can't get any easier than that once you find the pass.
Good take by Cheyenne as she has 3 people over there, but that'll be tipped out of bounds. So with the Comets, as Comets can kind of get set up in their half-court offense. Feels like a long time since the Comets have had a possession where they're able to settle into their half-court offense right here. As Charlie, she pulls up for 2 off the rim, no good. Foul forward and rebounded by Bridges as she takes down the court, kind of stopped right there by Charity Inns. As Miley Daigle almost comes away with that.
Oh man,
that was such a good pass. That was like a no-look pass. You can see Charlie, she was expecting that ball to go onto the wing right there, and that's kind of where the pro of making that their 3-pointers to begin with is the Comets have to not worry about those 3-pointers going in and have to kind of go bite on those passes. But Aubrey Bridges, she just had a really good game of finding shots for her teammates.
Yeah, she's got good vision. I mean, that's kind of the hallmark of a great ball player is having good vision. Kind of lead the defense one way with their eyes, and then
that was just a crazy pass.
Fire that ball down the low post.
Yeah, that was just a good pass. She knew that she had Charlie biting on that pass to the wing and was able to fire it in perfectly to her post down low. So that's number 33. That's
her fourth.
That's her fourth foul, Shelby Miller. So comments are in the bonus right here as Miller will have to go sit down on the bench for this.
And 3:32.
For the rest of this half and for probably most of the third quarter too.
Yeah, and 3:32. So already seeing that new rule, first game kind of out the gate coming into play. A lot of time left too. 3:30 here in the second.
Man, Aubrey Bridges just So kind of gets Charity to bite on that take right there, and she puts a shot up, no good, but she'll get shoot two right here, and that's Charity into second foul right here. So 2 shots coming here for Bridges. That one's off the rim, no good.
A chance to make it a 2-point ball game here. Banks her second one.
That one's good. That one, once again, is another turnover for the Comets here out of that press.
Yeah, that press generates turnovers today.
And that's something that's happened, I mean, for as long as I can remember against Watonga. We play them every year in my high school. So when we've always struggled against that press right there, just kind of out of control, just kind of, I think Watonga does a really good job of decepting you with their length of kind of, they're just fast. And they get over to that ball really quickly where it looks like they're open, but they're able to bite on that pass and just take a really good read and steal that ball away. When you think you have wide open girl, but you don't because they're coming by and stealing that pass away from you.
They got the athleticism to close the gap.
That's Kaya Black, her shot's no good, but she follows her shot, gets a rebound. So Aubrey, she does a little step back right there. No, she doesn't take it, but number 13, she'll take a shot. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Bree. So I call that a jump ball right there, so Collins will keep that possession. As Alyssa Hale, she checks back in here. She'll check in for Charity Inns right here. So Coleman's got their starters back here for probably the rest of this half. So Alyssa, she dribbles it up. Good bounce pass right there to Cheyenne. Gets it down low to Charlie Van Hunt. So she puts up a shot, no good, but she'll be fouled, so she'll go to the line once again for some more free throws right here for Charlie.
I tell you what, good angle there too is 21's kind of late defensively, just kind of opened up a nice little gap there and used that to throw her body and kind of create contact for the foul.
And one thing you love to see right there is a bounce pass.
Yeah.
That's an emphasis. They struggled with using a bounce pass last year because when you have these longer girls out there with long arms, they're able to get to tip that pass and then cause those turnovers. So you want to see the Comets continue to use a bounce pass to kind of get that past their teammates.
I tell you what, Charlie's lived from the stripe this half.
She did a great job of doing that last year, too. I remember her playing extremely well during the Hinton tournament, able to get to that free throw line and do that. So good to see Charlie kind of continuing her success from last season. Good read by Alyssa right there. As Cheyenne, she'll take it up. That one's off the rim, no good. But Alyssa's right there to put that shot up. Good, and she's out there, one.
And one there, off the swat.
So once again, Lady Comets kind of getting to the line right here.
And you almost saw at this point, they're kind of getting a little bit frustrated. You can tell some of those cross-court passes from Watonga on the other side of the ball just getting a little careless, and Comets taking advantage of it.
So Aubrey, she puts that shot up, but she takes a good little shot right there. She follows her shot.
And you see they're just really quick offensively, trying to get to the basket and drive as quick as they can. Just not wanting to slow the ball, slow the game down a little bit, and maybe getting just a little bit frustrated, a little flustered here as the Comets have kind of outdueled them here in this first half.
So number 5, Kira Black, she checks in here for Watonga for this 2 minute 15 seconds left as Aubrey sure makes her second free throw, goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. So Cheyenne Martinez, she's able to get it across, gets over to Miley Daigle, gets it down low to Bree. She does a little spin move. That hook shot's up, no good, off the rim, bounces twice, almost falls. And she crawls that rebound as Daigle comes up, tries to steal the ball away as Comets are kind of just flying all over the court right now, and they get it down to the corner. She puts up a three. That one's up. That one's off the rim, no good, but rebounded by Aubrey. She does a good little step through right there move, but her shot's no good. As Charlotte, she's able to corral it. So she passes it out to Alyssa Hale. Good pass right there down to Bree. That one's up, no good, but corralled by Cheyenne Martinez as she'll be fouled, so she'll go to line shoot two again. Kind of a little hectic play right there, but Comet's going to get a trip to the charity stripe right here.
I'm surprised, I'd say I love it here. Surprised to see the Comets at the stripe as much as they've been this first half, as they're kind of getting awarded for their aggressiveness here in the first half. Yeah,
and you love to see, miss or make, you still have yourself in a good position. You kind of get Watonga into foul trouble here, as a lot of their players have more than one foul here in this first quarter, as Cheyenne doesn't make any of them, but Bree should put a shot right there. She just kind of does a little spin move, trying to tell like she's about to get fouled, and she just kind of a little scoops it up there and gets a foul call, and she'll get an and one right here situation. Her free throws have been good to make this an 8-point ball game here in the first half. So Bridges, she passes it over down to Black there, and they're gonna kind of try to set up in the offense. Gets it to the middle to number 5, kicks it out to Bridges. She puts up a shot. That one's up. Might have been tipped right there by Hale. Rebounded by Watonga again. There's Comets once again struggling on defensive rebound as
foul there,
Yep. So Comets are once again they're kind of getting their fouls right here in this first half out of the inability to rebound here on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Anytime you give teams more than one shot on a possession, and odds are offense are gonna get something out of it right there. The stats prove that. So you kind of just want to see them come out and, especially in the second half, the rest of this half kind of come out and do a better job rebounding.
And I tell you, just kind of all three facets of the game: free throw line, 3-point, just not shooting the ball well.
No, but once again, Comets unable to collect a rebound right there as they go 0 for 2 from the free throw line. But Aubrey Bridges, once again, she collects a rebound and she gets it into Bridges, and that one's tipped around. Saved by her, but Alyssa Hale, she's going to save it right there. And she gets over to Van Huss as they drive down. She got the layup right here. She puts that one up, and that one's good. As that one's up, no good, but once again, rebounded by Watonga, and so that'll be a foul call right there on Miley Daigle. So once again, this is a pretty close ball game, but you think it's a 10-point ball game. It could be a whole lot worse if the Comets would just kind of collect those rebounds on those first shots that don't go in for the Eagles. So 35 seconds left in this first half, and they're at the free throw line again, as that one's up, that one's good.
It's kind of crazy looking at the scoreboard, see a 9-point game. It didn't feel like it. Comets played really good the last 2 or 3 minutes of the ball game. And they go 2 for 2.
That was Reese Coleman, and Comets are just struggling. See, it goes from a 10-point ball game to a 6-point ball game really fast.
It's not a possession you can have right there.
That one's up, and that'll be a charge. Yep. Just kind of a bad mistake on Alyssa's part right there, because this could be a 6-7 point swing right here coming up, and there's 35 seconds left. You're up by 10. You feel really good about this half, and then all of a sudden it's a 2-possession ball game with a chance to make it 1.
Cheyenne went flying. Coach went flying off the bench.
Yep. So that's Alyssa Hale. That's her 3rd foul right there. So that's a turnover and a foul right there. So that's just killer for the Comets right here. As you have a lot of momentum, and all of a sudden it's kind of swung towards Watonga here.
Yeah, and neither team has a really deep bench. Can't afford to have, you get 1 or 2 girls, especially starters, in foul trouble, and they just don't have the bench to withstand that. And
so they skip it over there to 21, and she gets it down low. Gets to the corner. That shot's up. That one's up, and that one's no good. But once again, fought for, rebounded by Watonga with 3 seconds left. Is that one up? No good. As the Comets get it, and they'll just kind of carry it out right here. So going into halftime here, your Lady Comets are up by 6. So we'll be back here in a few minutes for the rest of this ball game.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there was more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates.
So good, so good.
As we're sitting here jamming on Sweet Caroline in the Hinton Dome Coliseum here, as your Comets have a lead to start out this season, 27-21, and they'll come out here in what looks to be hopefully a rest of an exciting game here, as both teams playing really aggressive, just kind of have an inability to kind of come out here and put the ball in the basket here. That's kind of been a struggle for both teams offensively. We're kind of like, if they kind of get those open shots to fall, as it'd kind of be a totally different ball game, kind of a blowout here, but now the team able to kind of come out and have either of those situations. So
in that last 30 seconds prior to going into halftime shows you how quick that gap can narrow too.
Yeah, Comets were at a 10-point lead, like 35 seconds left in that second quarter, and Watonga were kind of able to force a couple turnovers and get a couple shots up as they come out here with the ball, able to try once again to cut into this lead as they'll pull up 3. That one's up. That one's off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Cheyenne right there. As they'll come down, kind of try to set up their offense. As your Comets, it's your starting 5 except for Alyssa Hill out there. She has 3 fouls, and that one's rebounded again by Watonga number 15. That's Kaya Black. Gets it out low to number 13, Reese Coleman, and she gets it to the corner to Aubrey Bridges, who was key to a lot of their offense and defense there in that first half. So they get it inside, kind of down low, as that one's blocked by Van Huss again.
Nice block. As I think she's been our player of the game so far for the Lady Comets.
I agree, yep. So no points, unable to come out of that possession as Aubrey took off. Great defense there by Charlie once again. Yeah. Like you said, she's come out, she's played great,
She's really doing it all 3 phases too, doing a good job defensively, getting to the stripe, spreading the ball around, just really good in all facets of the game right now. It might be a totally different game without her on the court right now.
Yep. So once again, your Comets, that's one thing they struggled mightily with in that first half on offense is they do a great job of breaking that press and they get across court and then they have the ball turned over. And that's just extremely frustrating to be able to break that press that Watonga has and just aren't able to come out with anything of it because you turn it over on the front court.
There you go. Got to get up there and get that.
So that's a great job right there by Jill, as that was, I guess I'll say that was tipped out of bounds, and Jill made contact with it as she was out of bounds. So Watonga, they'll keep possession right here. So they look to throw it in for a long time, and so that one.
Yeah.
That one seemed like a really long 5 seconds right there.
55 seconds.
So Aubrey, she gets it out to Kaya. She pulls up for a 3. That one's up. That one's off. No good. But once again, rebounded again by the Eagles as Comets still struggling on the defensive end to catch rebounds as she pushes up. That one's blocked.
And it feels like she might get a little contact on the nose late
there.
It feels like they're about, we don't know the numbers here. It feels like they're about 1 for 8 from the perimeter.
Yeah, that seems about, I think they made 2 threes in that first half. I know Kaya made a 3, and then I know Aubrey Bridges assisted on one.
2 for 8, 2 for 9, somewhere in that ballpark. It's been tough because it kind of makes their offense one-dimensional, and then you kind of see them take those lackadaisical where they're just kind of a sloppy drive. Yeah. They're trying to attack and make something happen. Comets have done a good job down there at the low post, too. Good job getting blocks. And
so that one, again, Comets struggling on their press as Aubrey. She's able to not make that good, but she gets a rebound, puts that one up. That one's good for the first point of this half for either team as they get it over to Cheyenne. Gets it down low to Bree. She catches it. As she puts a shot up, that one's up, and that one's good.
Man, nice job.
So it looks like we might have a little nosebleed right here. So
yeah, so I think she got bopped on the nose about 2 possessions ago.
Yep. So both teams have a substitution right here. Is Alyssa Hale, she checks in. As Lady Comets, they'll call a timeout. We'll just stay right here for this 30-second timeout. As you know, once again, Comets, we talked about it in the first half, struggling with blocking out and rebounding. And that's one thing that's frustrating as a coach and as a player is that's something that you control. You control how much effort you put in to go and get those rebounds. And Eagles in that first half were getting 5, 6, 7 possessions an opportunity, and something good is going to come out of that for the offense. As you know, that's something that they're able to. Offenses will always get something good out of it when you give them more than one possession game. That's kind of what the Comets want to look to do here is kind of cut down on the amount of possessions, amount of shots that Watonga is going to get in this half right here to come out and win this ball game. Kind of try to spread the lead out right here. A 6-point lead isn't a very big lead in basketball. It can switch like that. We saw that at the end of the half. So Comets want to spread this lead out as much as they can here.
Yeah, and especially with the turnovers, you know, Watonga can get hands back on ball real fast. They've done a good job, again, with that press, just kind of breaking the ball around the middle. And you know, especially number 21, she's been very disruptive, and you know, they kind of get some things going here. They showed in that 30-second blip at the end of the first how quick they can score.
Right, and I think that has to be kind of frustrating for the Eagles right here because they saw that how good they can be. As that was just a good take right there, but once again they're unable to do it as they get the rebound again. As Kaya, she puts a shot up, no good. But again, Comets are unable to get that rebound as they put up a shot. That one's up. That one's off the back rim, no good. Rebound once again. This is their fourth shot here. As well, that three's up, no good, but she'll be fouled. So that'll be on Alyssa Hill again. That'll be her fourth.
Yeah, I think Watonga just can't find a bucket right now.
No, they can't.
Cannot buy a bucket.
It has to be, you know, frustrating for them to be able to get this many shots put up and they aren't able to put it in.
And we've seen multiple possessions throughout the night like that with 3, 4, 5 chance. You know, second chance buckets just can't get something to fall. And I think they get a little flustered after that first one doesn't fall and just kind of rush. I know you want to get the ball up quick on rebounds, but they just get a little bit sloppy after that first 1 or 2 don't fall.
So they get it back out to Kaya as that one is
nice
almost
disruption there.
Yeah, good job by Miley. She's done a great job of disrupting their stuff. As that one's thrown away by Cheyenne as she gets down court. Good pass there to Charity. It's that one up. That one's short, no good, but Charity's able to follow her shot, and that one's going to be a foul call. Yep, had to kind of grab your arm right there. So great job by Charity. Once again, you know, kind of doing what Watonga's been doing is they've been missing their shots, but they're doing a great job of following their shots. So Charity, she comes up and gets that, as that's the third foul on Kira Black. So number 15, Kaya Black, will check in here.
I think she's the one that got hit on the nose.
Earlier, so she's back in. So good to see her back in and not, you know, too beat up there and able to come back in this ballgame pretty quickly. Good pass right there by Charlie. Great pass, but that one's thrown away by number 13.
Yeah, as Daigle just kind of let it get by her just a little bit there. Good pass.
That was a good pass, good read there by Charlie and Miley both to kind of come out there. As she puts up a shot. That one's up and that one's off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Charlotte. So good job there by the Comets of limiting that possession to one shot right there for the Eagles.
Nice job trapping her there. Tries to dribble out, but she step out of bounds. She get a timeout call in time?
I think so.
Yep.
That was kind of a chaotic possession right there as we kind of had eyes on that. So as Coach Lindenberg calls that her second time on the half, we'll take it with him right here.
A year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
All right, welcome back here to HintonComets.tv as your Comets are up by 6 again, and kind of both teams struggling here on offense here to get any shots going right here. As both teams have only scored 2 points, as we're coming up on the halfway point of the second half. Excuse me. So Comets have the ball here, and so they'll be going down the court. It's kind of some confusion right here as Cheyenne, she gets it in, gets over to Miley Daigle. Once again, just trying to go high, and all these Eagles doing a good job of that. As
almost turnover in the exchange there.
Just kind of bad offense here, just to put it mildly. As that three's up, and that one's good. So once again, as this ball game is down to a one-possession ball game, and Comets are once again struggling on offense. As that three's up, that one's up, no good, off the rim, rebounded by Van Hush, so she dribbles it out. As that one's once again.
Oh, I think we're stepping out of bounds. Yep.
Man, that was kind of a silly mistake there by number 20 for the Eagles, as that one was going to sail out of bounds with no Comet able to go get it. So
they did a nice job trapping on the other end and kind of forcing an errant pass.
I agree. Yep. Comets going to have to stay away from the sidelines and from the baseline. As great move right there by Cheyenne, just unable to do as Bree, she throws a shot up, no good. Almost crowd rebound, and that'll go out of bounds off of the Eagles. So once again, good job by the Comets of going down there, and neither team doing a very good job of rebounding on the defensive end. And both teams are able to kind of get some extra shots up. So Comets with it on the baseline out of bounds, and that one's up to Bree, gets it over to Van Huss. She will drive left, kind of does a little spin move and gets it over. Just kind of out of control right there, Yep. It might have been a foul right there, but with an offensive player out of bounds, they're not going to call a foul right there with her not being in control. So Comets will have it again, as I'll say that one's tipped out of bounds. So looking for somebody, gets it over to Bree. She catches it, doesn't have any possession of it. As once again another turnover by the Comets on the offensive end. As Aubrey, she takes it up the court. Nice little move right there to take a shot, but that one doesn't fall, and that one will go out of bounds.
Well, how many of those have not fallen tonight for Watonga?
At least 5 to 10, yeah.
Little floater right into the basket and just kind of roll around the rim.
So Aubrey, she has it out of bounds, trying to throw it in for the Eagles. Gets it over to Kaya Black. Back to the corner to Aubrey Bridges. As she looks for trying to get inside, gets it, kind of swings it over. She drives, that one's up, that one's no good. Rebounded by Van Huss, and Charlie will take it down the court herself. Trying to slow down, get under control right here, get over to Miley. She takes down the court. She does a little step back shot. That one's up, that one's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 13, Reese Coleman for the Eagles. So they'll take it up, they'll slow it down and get set up on offense right here. They get it over. As Aubrey took over, that one's almost thrown away by Cheyenne, and that one will go out of bounds off of Kaya Black, and that'll say go back to the Comets right there. So great job by Cheyenne right there to kind of disrupt that pass right there.
Kind of getting in the middle there and jumping. That's a great way to break up that pass.
You can see right there that they were trying to get Aubrey down to the corner right there, kind of get some screen set up for her to go get a shot right there, as that's not a good pass right there, but Bree's almost able to come up with it. That'll be a jump ball, but that'll say with the Comets. So Bree has played a really good game. She's played really hard tonight and kind of slow to get up right there, but she's been on the floor a lot trying to get those extra passes right there. So that's a really good thing to see Bree kind of going all out for those right there. So Miley Daigle with it. She gets it down low to Bree. Just throw it into traffic right there. That's where you're struggling with it. It's, once again, whenever you throw it into traffic, the person that's receiving that pass is going to have a hard time trying to find that ball when there's a bunch of people in there, a bunch of hands. So Aubrey with it, she takes it over, gets to the corner as she fakes her shot, gets it down low as that one is corralled again by Aubrey. As she doesn't have anything in control right there, and that one's up, no good, but they'll call a foul right there. I think that'll be on Charlie maybe. Or no, excuse me, that's on Cheyenne Martinez, so that'll be her second. Team second here in this third quarter. That one's down low, unable to get any possession of it, rebounded by Charlie. That was a good out of bounds play, just unable to capitalize on it. So Comets are kind of struggling right here in the back court to get it across, but they're able to get across. And there's another turnover right there by
timeout called.
Timeout by the Eagles right there. Comets have had a lot of turnovers here in this quarter, so you want to see them come out and do better here after this timeout. So here on HintonComets.tv, we'll take you here with them, and we'll be back here in 1 minute.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
I can only imagine a closely contested game.
Yeah. So welcome back here to HintonCommons.tv as a 3-point ball game once again for your comments here, as both teams have been kind of scrapping late here in this third quarter. So Watonga Eagles have the ball here as Lady Commons have been struggling pretty hard with their full court press here. So Aubrey Bridges with it here in the front court, gets over down to number 13 in the corner. She drives baseline as she gets trapped right there, but Aubrey's able to come out as Cheyenne. She almost steals it, but Aubrey just kind of stays with it. And she dribbles it down the court right here.
I just kind of takes a trip around the baseline.
That one's off, way off, no good. Rebounded by Cheyenne right there. Gets down to Alyssa. Good pass right there by Bree. Is that one no good?
Little contact, no foul.
That one's rebounded by Van Huss right there as she loses it, but that'll be a jump ball. That'll go back to the Eagles right here as both, like we mentioned a lot, both teams have struggled putting the ball in the hole right here. So you want to see that improve for this last 2 minutes of this third quarter. So Eagles looking to kind of slow it down. Passes it over to Aubrey in the corner as she gets it down in the baseline, kind of slowing down, looking for somebody to get. As number 13, she gets it down there, and that one's
There's
almost,
Charlie again.
Almost on the way once again. The Commons gets down in the corner as she puts up a three. That one's up. That one's off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Martinez as she dribbles it down the court. And so she goes up for left-hand layup. That one's up, and that one's good. So Cheyenne gets the Commons back on a shot. So Aubrey, she puts that shot up, and that one's good. She took that coast to coast. She took that coast to coast really quickly. Yep. So right here, Bree's injured right here, so she comes out. So Joe Potter, she checks in here, and you sure hope that Bree Ramirez is good. She's played a heck of a ball game today. You know, not really gonna see it in the scorebook, but she's played really hard, kind of come up with some 50-50 balls for the Commons right here. So hope to see her be okay here.
Yeah, she's been really physical tonight on the court. And like you said, sometimes that don't show up on the stat sheet, but it's definitely felt in the game. On the way down, I'll travel.
Yep. So that one, Commons kind of come out fortunate right there with that being a travel, but want to see the Commons do a lot better here with their press. They did a very good job of handling in the first quarter, and then just kind of struggled since then. As that little quarterback pass there to Alyssa Hale, and she's just unable to corral, but saves it, gets it over to Jill Potter. She puts a shot no good, but rebounded by Aubrey Bridges. So she's going to take it. She's going to try to take it coast to coast again. A little stutter step move, and that one's thrown away by Miley. Good hustle right there, but almost thrown away by Kaya Black. Charlie, she's able to control it right there. Just kind of try to slow it down. Gets it over to Jill, over to Alyssa. Alyssa, she'll put over three. That one's up. That one's swish. Good! That'll be a foul right there on Charlie Van Huss, but man, that three came at a perfect time there for the Commons. You needed that right there. You kind of saw everybody in this gym kind of cheer and exhale right there. You saw Coach Lindenberg down there and get pumped up about that one too. So that was a foul right there on Charlie Van Huss. That's just her third right here. Just a Commons third as they try to get it in. Commons going into man-to-man defense here for this out of bounds, and that one gets to the corner. She thinks about the three, no good, but gets it down low to number 15, and that one's up, no good, man.
That's just a nice speed, great possession. I don't know how they're not finishing on some of these drives.
By Aubrey. Great job right there by Aubrey to kind of come over there and steal that pass away.
She's had quite the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, she's played very, very well.
She's kind of trying to take matters into her own hands.
So Charlie, she's able to get it. Gets down low to Cheyenne Martinez. That one's up, no good. Tipped away, rebounded by Reese Coleman. Gets over to Aubrey. It's 4.
5 seconds.
3. She puts up a three. That one's up. That one's off. The pass is no good. As Thomas kind of exhale on that shot right there.
That would have spelled this game.
Yeah.
All those shots not falling, that one fall.
So into the third quarter, Coleman's up by 4 here. So we'll take a break right here from the action and come back here for the last 8 minutes of this ball game.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave.
All right, welcome back here. At the end of the third quarter, I just kind of had a lot of excitement there at the end, and I think if that half-court shot would have fell, that would have explained the kind of craziness that came with this ball game here. And your Comets are up by 4 here with 8 minutes left in the ball game, and both teams, I think, can tell you that they haven't played very well yet, but a close ball game. That's not like if you're not playing well, you're not going to complain about being in a close ball game. So you kind of want to see both teams want to clean it up here in this last 8 minutes. Comets really want to cut down on the turnovers, and I think for the Lady Eagles, they're going to want to put their shots in that are coming from really close up. So as they get it into Alyssa, she passes it over to Miley Daigle, gets it almost out of bounds, and that'll be off of Watonga.
Off the cheer table.
Yeah. Got somebody. Alyssa Hill, she pulls up to that one's off the rim, no good. But they'll call that a foul on Cheyenne Martinez right there. And, kind of hit. You don't like that foul right there, but she's trying to get a rebound. Yeah. You're not going to complain about hustle fouls, and that's only her third right here. You got 5 fouls to use, and I don't think anybody's going to complain about that foul right there. Because that one is turnover again.
Ooh, that is a tough turnover right there for Watonga.
Yep. Watonga has played really well this second half. They're getting really, really good looks. They're unable to kind of get those looks to fall. So they get it into Cheyenne right there. She gets it all the way down the court to Alyssa Hale. She collects it. She puts up shot. That one's up. That one's not good. But she'll be fouled on the play by number 20. That's Jaden Turney. And Alyssa Hale, she'll go to the line for, I believe this is her first trip to the line tonight.
And the officials have definitely called, they're definitely calling on contact tonight. I mean, they've been consistent across the board, both teams, but definitely calling on contact. Not both teams playing physical, but it's earning them trips to the stripe tonight.
Yep. So Shelby Miller, she checks in here for the Eagles. We haven't seen her since about the 3-minute mark left in that second quarter. She got her 4th foul right there, really quick in the first half. So as Alyssa Hale, she goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Extends this lead out to 6.
So Eagles right here, they need to go score some points right here. Just kind of get some confidence back in their shots. It's over to 13. She puts up a shot. That one off the backboard, no good. But once again, they called that foul right there. So that'll be on Reese Coleman. That's their team's her second in this ball game. So the Watonga Eagles, they'll stay in this press right here for the rest of this game right here. They've had a lot of success with this press, so there's no reason for them to kind of come out of it. As that one's almost on the way by Kaya Black as Jill Potter gets down. She puts up a shot. That one's up, and that one's good.
First points there for Jill. And next, take that lead out to 8.
As Aubrey, she puts up, that one's up, that one's off the rim, bounces around, no good, but rebounded by Shelby Miller, no good. She corrals it. She will get that jump ball right there, so that'll stay with the Eagles right here.
Well, when it's not your night, it's not your night. They're struggling to get shots to fall into the basket.
Yeah, and that's got to be disheartening for the Eagles right there. Just getting no shots to fall, but getting really, really good looks there. As they get it into Shelby, she'll be fouled right there on the play. That was a nice little play call right there. They've run that a few times and had it right there, just unable to get anything out of it. So Shelby Miller, she goes to the line as that was Jill Potter, her first, team second here in this 4th quarter. As that one's up, no good. So Miller's second free throw here is up, and that one's no good, hits nothing. So Comets will keep possession of that right there, and no harm, no foul right there for the Comets on that free throw trip. As Miley Daigle gets it into Alyssa Hale, she dribbles it, gets it over to Miley. She takes it up, gets it over to Jill Potter, and she'll just kind of take it and almost turns the ball over right there to Cheyenne, but Cheyenne's able to collect it. As Miley Daigle's hurt right here. As Miley Daigle, she's hurt right here.
And you see on the sideline just now kind of noticed Bree kind of walking around looking,
she looks like she might be ready to go.
Got a little more pep in her step. Seemed like they got that worked out. Maybe just kind of got banged up a little bit.
Yeah. So, hope to see Miley be okay. Hopefully just Just hate to see any of your players hurt right here in this first ball game of the season. Remember, the Comets do have a couple players injured here this season to start out, so hopefully Miley's okay as Watonga takes it, gets over to Aubrey Bridges as she tries to kind of set up their plate right here, kind of get reset. Aubrey with it over in the corner. As Comets kind of doing really good of trying to get it down low to the Shelby Miller, who's played really well, but she takes it in, no good. Takes it on, rebounded by Aubrey Bridges. She puts up a little floor. That one's up. That one bounces around, and that one falls, making it an 8-point ball game here. And this will be a 30-second timeout right here for the Eagles. So we'll just keep it here with them for this timeout here.
Yeah, and I think at this point with Tonga, if you're Tonga, you got to slow it down. I know it's an 8-point game, kind of in the closing. I mean, it's still a lot of time to play left here. You need to really slow the game down a little bit. Take advantage of the fact that you've got size and you can crash the boards. I mean, Watonga's definitely won the battle on the boards this evening, but just, kind of middle of the finish. And I think a lot of times they're rushing. Once that first shot doesn't fall, they're really kind of rushing their possession from that point on. It's just kind of netted in some poor shots. And
yeah, like we said, Watonga has done a great job of getting the ball to the basket. They just can't make those shots fall. So, and it looks like right here, Miley Daigle, she's up kind of jogging around. So hopefully she's good. Hopefully just a little spraying right there and just kind of a little stinger. I don't know I didn't see what happened. I saw her run down the court and was in pain, but good to see her up and walking around, kind of moving, kind of stretching that out. And it's good to see Bree up and walking around looking to be okay.
Yeah, no stingers, I tell you, in the moment, they can be very painful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Comet possession right here with it in an 8-point ball game with 6 minutes left, and Alyssa Hill with it. She takes it, skips it down court to Charity Inns, and she puts a shot up. That one's up. That one's no good, but rebounded by Van Huss. She puts up shot. Good.
And look who's there. Charlie Van Huss again.
As Aubrey, she kind of pushes around. Yep, they're calling offensive right there. She extended her arm right there to kind of get her off. Wasn't sure for a second if they were going to get that foul called right there, as that'll be Aubrey Bridges. That'll be her first foul here in this game. So Coleman's kind of struggling with that. That one is just a poor pass right there. So the Eagles will get it. They'll get it in there.
Yep.
What sucks about that pass is nobody touched it. So the Eagles get it down here on their end of the court. So I think what the Eagles are really trying to do is they're trying to slow it down, like you said, and they're trying to get it inside to 33 Shelby Miller, who's their biggest girl on the court, who's the biggest girl on either team. So they're trying to get inside to her.
Yeah, and I think, too, here late, one thing they're going to have to watch out for is, you're down by 10. You don't want to get into, you start feeling like you need to pull the three as they're going to do it right there.
They're going to do it right there. That one up, that one's off, no good. Kind of looks good for a second there, but as Jill, she gets it over to Charity. Charity gets it down low to Alyssa. She will take it, puts up a little out-of-control shot right there, As Aubrey, she goes into it, she puts up a shot, no good, but she'll be fouled, so.
It has a player, and that's frustrating when you don't get a call on one end. And
right, I don't.
Then kind of a break and drive on the other end.
A lot of the time, the refs don't like to call it when you kind of look out of control right there. Number kind of looked like Alyssa got in control of her shot right there, kind of collected herself. Yep. That's one thing you got to do a little bit better at. Whenever you're, yes, these refs aren't calling a lot of contact, but you notice there, and they did it earlier, where they didn't call it while their player was out of control.
I think it's the first time I've seen an Eagles mascot move. I almost thought it was a statue for a minute there.
So Aubrey, she puts up a three. That one's up. That one's off the rim. No good. Oh, rebounded by Shelby Miller. That one's up. No good again. Charlie's never collected as Alyssa. She's down the court, so she puts up a little wide open shot. That one's good, and that'll be a foul right there by Aubrey. As Charity Inns just kind of came up a little frustrated right there.
It's kind of been the story of the night right there. You get 2-3 chance, don't make it, and then Comets get quick points on the other end of the floor. That's just really been the name of the game right there. And for Watonga, that's got to be frustrating for your Comets. They're capitalizing on it now, up by 12 with 5:07 here in the fourth.
Yeah. So that's good pass right there by Alyssa on that. But Charlie, she goes up. That should be fouled. And I think that'll be on Shelby Miller. That should be her fifth right here.
Yeah.
And she knows it right there. So once again, I mentioned a lot this broadcast that anytime an offense gets multiple shots at the basket, at the hoop, they're going to get something good out of it. And most of the time, it is a foul. So that's Shelby Miller. That's her fifth foul. As Charlie Van Huss, she goes to the stripe once again. This is her fifth or sixth trip to the line, and she is good from that right there. And she goes 2 for 2 from the line. So Eagles with it as Aubrey. She takes it over. She kicks it over to to Bridges down there, but no good. But rebounded again by the Eagles. As that one is almost thrown away by Martinez. Well, that's a good take. As Aubrey, she puts up a three. That one's off the bank and good.
Man.
Gets it down low to Alyssa. As Alyssa, she pulls up for three. That one's up. That one's off the bank.
Oh, it's a ball glass of her own.
The bank is open for both teams here in this fourth quarter. And that's kind of one I think you say in your head, why don't shoot that, don't shoot that, don't shoot that. And then he goes in and you're like, oh, good job. So, great job there by Alyssa to pull that up and shoot it and make it.
Good defense
good
there.
Defense by Charlie, but that one will be off of number 15's hip right there. So, Commerce will say what they're able to.
And Watonga finally gets a three to fall and
then
turn right around and get an off glass on the other end.
That lead back out to 14. As
I tell you what,
Charlie with some Heisman arm right there for football and gets down low to Cheyenne, and that one's up, that one's off the backboard, no good. But
Charlie's been slinging it on those inbounds plays.
Yeah, that's that shortstop arm you see out there for Van Huss. As 15, she puts that shot up, no good off the rim, but rebounded and collected by number 20, Jaden Turney.
That's good defense there too, forcing a tough shot.
As that three's up and good, so Watonga with back-to-back three-pointers right there, so Coleman's going to need to close out and rebound the ball better to prevent those three-pointers from continuing to fall and cut this lead in. So that'll be a foul called there on Watonga. So Charlie, she goes to the line again.
Yeah, and here's where that bonus, here's where that new rule is going to come into play right here.
So that's Jaden Turney, that's her fifth. As you know, so Watonga right here pretty quickly has two girls from their starting five foul out back-to-back as number 5, Kira Black, she checks in here.
And again, you're trailing by 11 points, you can't afford to not be physical here and trying to make a little bit of contact. And Comets in a really sweet spot right now, especially sitting here in the bonus. This new rule, up by 12, and
and that's the thing is that Watonga has been extremely successful on the defensive end with being aggressive and being physical, and so they need to continue to do that here. So that'll be a foul called here. And Charity, she'll take her first trip to the line for this game. As your Comets are in a really good position here, up 13 with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in this ball game. Her first shot up, and that one's good. That rattles in and good. Her first free throw of the game is good. As here comes her second free throw. And that one's up. That one's swish, good. So Aubrey Bridges with it. She takes down the court. As Coleman saying this 3-2 defense right here. Gets it over to Aubrey. She collects it. She looks for somebody. Gets it over to number 15, she puts up a little shot. That one's up off the backboard, no good, but rebounded by Jill Potter. She gets it stolen away from her. As that shot's kind of just thrown up there, no good. Rebounded by Van Huss and gets it over to Inns. And she takes down the court, gets down to Cheyenne Martinez. She puts up a little shot. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Kaya.
But Coleman's interior D's been really good this quarter. They've done a really good job of kind of forcing tough shots. They're trying to drive, put up.
Oh man, what a pass right there. Sorry. That was like heck of a pass.
And of course, right as I say that, a quick pass here on the other end, going straight up as hail. That one rolls off the rim.
Rebounded by Aubrey. She kind of does a little football pass down there, no good, but stolen away by Charlie. She kicks it out to Sheridan. She takes one dribble, and that one's stolen away by Kaya Black. Gets over to Aubrey Bridges. She takes down the court, just a little 2-on-1 quick little situation. So now it's an 11-point ball game with 2 minutes 30 seconds left in this game. As Watonga, they call a timeout here, so we'll take it with them here with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left.
Davis long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports Orthopedic.
All right, as we come back here to the last little bit of this ball game right here, as your Comets have played pretty well. There's always some things to improve on whenever you play a basketball game. Always going to find something to improve on. So Comets here are up by 11 here, kind of exceeding that lead pretty quickly there at the end of the third quarter and this fourth quarter. So your Lady Comets out here once again are going up against this extremely good full court press here by the Eagles. As Van Hushy tries to get it in, just kind of looking for that full court pass, but once again, no good. As that one is collected by Joe Potter and Coach Lindenberg. She'll call a timeout right there. So we'll just kind of stay here for this timeout here with 2 minutes 35 seconds left in this game. So once again, you're seeing right there the Lady Comets' inability to break that press. You know, kind of struggling. So Coach Lindenberg trying to switch up the little plays, but they're still struggling with it for this back half of this game.
I want to remind everybody here, too, of course, we'll have the boys game coming up next against Watonga, and have that streamed right here on HintComets.tv. If you guys might have to refresh your page, we'll have it on a same link, but we'll have to close our stream and open a new one. So we'll be right here on HintComets.tv, but it'll be on a different part of our page, and should be a good game. You know, last year one, I think Fate Nolte had about 38 points.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was really fun to watch. You know, our guys are going to be really fun to watch this year. It's going to be nice to have Roderick back. Missed him a whole lot last year. He provides kind of a good experience in the ball game. He's just very aggressive, very athletic to come out there and play. So it'll be really nice to see him come back and kind of see other players step up. You lose a really big senior class for our boys, so you kind of want to see who's gonna step up and fill the shoes of Faye and of Jack
like
and of Braden and of Justice and of all of them. I know I'm probably missing a few. There's a whole slew of them out there, but So Comets able to break that press, gets down low to Sherry in, so she will take it. She just kind of tries to do a little under the hoop, little scoop shot, but no good. But she'll be fouled on the play, so she'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2 free throws here. She's already 2 for 2 from the line. So that first one is up off the back rim, no good. Her second free throw is up, and that one's off the back rim again, no good. But rebounded by Van Huss once again. She's played a fantastic game for the Comets. Alyssa, that's a very deep three. That one's up off the. It doesn't even hit anything, but nice hustle there by Cheyenne. And that's not really a good shot you want to take as a few feet. That was a few feet behind the 3-point line, and a ball game that you're up in. And Watonga's kind of making strides and making their shots. So not a good possession right there by the Comets right there.
And if you're the Comets here, you want to maybe extend those possessions here too. Try to run as much clock as you can. You got an 11-point game. Then kind of slow the game down a little bit when they get on the other end. Little trap there, pass out of it.
So trying to get across here, need to get across really quickly. There you go. They do right there as Cheyenne, she gets over to Hale. So they just slow it out, pull it out, make them come out and guard you right here. Make them come out and force you to give the ball up. Coming up on a minute and a half left in this game. So that's what you want to do. Kind of try to play keep away without trying to play keep away. As Alyssa, she takes it. That one's up blocked away by Aubrey right there, she's played a really good ball game for the Eagles. So Lady Comets with it out of bounds here.
A minute 35 left here in the fourth.
As that one's almost went backcourt, but that was just kind of some impressive little toe tap right there by Joe Potter, looking like a little football receiver. As Sherry Yates kind of goes up and under, no good, but Cheyenne Martinez comes up with it, and that'll be a jump ball right here, and I'll say with the Comets.
Yeah, Sherry likes that little baseline hook, you know.
She did that a lot last year, and you like to see her be aggressive and drive baseline. That's something that a lot of players don't do, is they don't like to drive baseline. As that one's over to Joe Potter. She gets over to Charlie. As Charlie should just pull it out, make him say, hey, come guard me here. So they'll just try to play keep away here for the last minute of this ball game. Gets it over to Hale. And that one's thrown away by Aubrey, and that one's going to be put up. Oh, no good, but for rebounding. As Aubrey, she puts up 3. That one's up. That one's swished good. And that'll be a timeout here by the Eagles, as that lead is cut down to 8 points right here. So this will be a full timeout, so we'll take it here with them on HintComets.tv.
Can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential.
All right, less than a minute left in this ball game as your Comets are up by 8 here. As Alyssa turns the ball over right here, so that one gets over to number 5, and she dribbles it down the court. Gets over to Aubrey. She thought about the 3. She won that 3, but great job there by Cheyenne.
Nice
And ball away right there. The Eagles look to have a lot of momentum right there. I mean, with that position right there, if Aubrey collects that cleanly, gets over, she had a wide open girl there on the wing who is capable of making 3. So that's a great job there by sophomore Cheyenne Martinez to come up and steal that ball away from Watonga's best player.
Yeah, and that was potentially very huge right there.
Yeah, if they make that 3 right there, they cut down to a 5-point ball game, and that feels a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
As Cheyenne misses that first free throw right there.
And the heat kind of turns up to the momentum swings in those kind of plays that would turn that dial up to 11.
So she goes 1 for 2 from the line, and makes sense to feed out to 9 as Aubrey. She's just going to look to come down here, trying to get a quick possession out as number 21, she shoots a 3. That one's up. That one's good. That one falls. Cut this down to a 6-point lead. Gets it over to Cheyenne with 20 seconds left. Kind of just slow it down, pull it out, make them foul you right here. Make them foul you right here. Kind of play keep away. And so that'll be a foul right there on Aubrey. I believe that'll be on number 10. So once again, we kind of mentioned this in the timeout, kind of off the broadcast, but Watonga isn't making the 3s, but it kind of feels like it's a little too late in the game here. Kind of try to see what happens as Alyssa needs to make both these free throws here to. It was probably an announcer's jinx. That's my bad, Alyssa. That was my fault on that announcer's jinx.
Yep. It's all right.
So Alyssa's second free throw. This one's up, and that one is good.
There we go.
So a 7-point ball game with 14 seconds left. As Comets just need to get one more stop here, and that'll kind of.
They gotta get a shot. I don't know what they're doing there.
Too long. As 21, she puts up a shot. That one's up, and that one's off the rim. No good. That'll go out of bounds, and the Comets will get it with 1.6 seconds left. As this will look like it's the end of this ball game. As your Comets, they move on to 1-0 with this first ball game at the home, and it's a great game. Comets struggle a little bit, but great team kind of grind out a win right there. As Coach Phillips and Coach Littleberg right there have a great high five right there, and hopefully this is something to indicate how the sign is going to go for your Comets right here. So, like we mentioned, come back here to HintonComets.tv as back here for like 10 minutes for the boys game here on HintonComets.tv.
Customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming